Hello, I'm Executive Chef Jason Tilmann, Triumph Restaurant at the Iroquois Hotel, 49 West 44th Street here in New York City. This afternoon we're going to go ahead and show you how to cut beef into steaks. So we have our New York strip, or our sirloin strip steak, and we're going to go ahead and trim it up, okay? And if you can see, there's quite a bit of fat on it. And what we like to call that, that's what we call this our fat cap, okay? And there's different ways that you can go about doing this, but we're just going to go ahead and start to go ahead and trim it up. Some people take, and if we wanted to put this whole piece of meat on the grill, they do a little bit of what I'm doing right now, and we would peel this back like this. We'll go ahead and peel it back, and we'd put a bunch of herbs in there, and then we'd go ahead and roast it, which is not a bad idea. But what we're going to do is we're going to make nice steaks out of this. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut some nice steaks for you and for your family. We're going to portion them up, and that way you'll be able to have them anytime you want, okay? And so what we also like to do with this fat is, this fat's not bad. We like to take this fat and put it into a nice pan and go ahead and slowly cook it and render it down. So by rendering it down, we slowly render out all that fat, and we'll use that fat later, okay? So if you can see, now we don't want to go ahead and take out all the fat because fat is flavor, so we want to leave a little bit on, and it's really kind of dependent upon what your family likes and their preference. We're going to clean pretty much most of it up, okay? And then we got our sinew. Okay. All right, so we're almost there. All right. This is about 12 to 15 pounds that it comes in at. And this is a perfect steak for you to throw on your grill for a barbecue. Really, really nice and tender. It's a fork and knife steak where you can eat it really easy, okay? Now that's pretty much about as far as I'm going to take it, okay? Because I like a little bit of the cap. I like a little bit of the fat on mine. I'm going to flip it over and take a little bit of it off of the bottom, okay? Not too much, but a little bit off. All right. Now, depending on what your family likes, if they don't want any fat at all, you can take and trim it completely down so that the whole piece of meat looks just like that, which is fine. But personally, and I found throughout the years of experience, a little bit of that fat is really good. It kind of melts it, kind of adds a lot of flavor to it. It helps actually tenderize it, because as that fat starts to get really, really hot, it starts to seep into the meat, it kind of tends to break down some of those fibers. So here at the restaurant, we like to cut a 10-ounce steak. We feel like it's plenty of meat on there, and 10 ounces, I think, is more than enough, okay? You can see it's nice marbling in it, not too much fat. This is a nice steak, okay? We're gonna go ahead and put it on the scale, and if you can see that, boom, 10 ounces on the dot, okay? Now, the beauty of that is what we're trying to do is we're going to do a little portion control, and we're going to be able to know exactly how much we can yield from this steak, okay? Notice how I put that piece of steak back. I put it back so that I can have a little bit of an estimate on how much size-wise I want to cut. See, this is about an inch. This is about an inch, so that way it kind of helps me when I go ahead and cut it to kind of keep it 10 ounces. It's a little secret, a little way to help me keep and make sure that I cut all my steaks the same size. If for whatever reason I cut it way too big and it was 12 ounces or 15 ounces, what I would like to do is I would take and I would trim off some of those odds and end pieces, and we can go ahead and put those in a pasta dish, or we can ground those for our burger meat, and so we're never really wasting anything. The idea is to have a great steak, have nice portion and cost control, and not create any waste. So there we go. I'm Executive Chef Jason Tilmann, Triumph Restaurant here in the Iroquois Hotel, New York City, 49 West 44th Street. Thank you so much for watching.